What's up, YouTube? Trish Bristow, the Horny Homemaker. I was sitting here taking a little drink break, having some lemonade I made, and I was thinking, I was sitting here taking my hydration breaks from doing my house. When I do my deep house cleaning, it's deep, okay. I'll show you a little bit of my, see how clean things are. But it takes days. It's a process that takes days. Because I'm very thorough. I put my chair back. But, I got something in my throat. But, see, I got the bathroom I gotta do. I have to scrub the floors, toilet surfaces. That's gotta be scrubbed. The floor's gotta be scrubbed. Counter space needs to be scrubbed. And after the surfaces, the floors, the counter space are scrubbed, then I have to go and vacuum my bedroom. And I'll be done. But I was doing some thinking about, how shameful it is, how tragic, how sad it is that not only are people being trolled on with negative comments, but that trolling is I don't know, it's I feel like, I wouldn't go out of my way to troll somebody if they didn't do anything to me, personally. Now, if they did something personally to attack me, I couldn't get a hold of them directly, then I would do that, but I have seen people do hateful comments on people on YouTube and social media that they don't even know. And it says something deeply depressing and deeply disturbing about them and who they are as a person. And it's like they want to broadcast it to the world that they're a pathetic lowlife who has nothing better to do with their day than to go look at some channel that they don't like or some post that they don't like, knowing that they don't like it, but they're going to search for it and go out of their way to be hateful for no reason. And I feel like I'm going out of my way just to change my clothes into my pajamas before I go to bed at night. And here they are going out of their way to look at something that they hate, to just inflict pain on somebody, emotional pain. And that's hateful, that's heartless. And they have all this AI stuff. Detecting things. Why can't the AI detect hateful messages? Why can't there be an app on your phone that you can download on your phone that if it detects a hateful message or a threatening message or something, it will block that number? If a call keeps going through, it'll block the number. That's what technology needs. It needs to make the world a safe environment for creative people who just want to let themselves be expressed. and I know what I said. Let them be expressed. But, there's hateful people too that wouldn't let themselves be expressed. I know that's what I'm going to hear. But anybody who was raised right learned at a very early age. When you were 5 years old, you learned this. If you were raised right. And if you didn't learn this, then your mother is a lazy piece of shit. But here I go, sound like a hypocrite again. But I'm not saying something to be hateful. I'm saying something to be factful. Slight difference. Because the truth does hurt, but it needs to be out there. Now, I'm not going to go out of my way and call somebody out of their name, but I will say that I will use facts and I will speak truth. And sometimes it will hurt. It will sting. It will scold. But it needs to be said. That being said, I learned at a very early age, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. Keep your negative shit to yourself. If you have something hateful to say to somebody, keep it to yourself. And if it's about somebody or to somebody that you never met, that's just going through their life, then you really have a problem with your life, and you are pathetic, and you need to get out there and get a hobby. One that doesn't involve verbally bashing somebody just to prove to the world that you're a fucking asshole and childish at that. I mean, for God's sakes. That is immature, it's childish, it's borderline stalking, it's hateful, it's abusive, and you're dumb because you're broadcasting it to, just leaving a hateful comment, you're broadcasting it to the world. Hey, I'm an asshole who goes out of my way to piss somebody off, and I'm nothing but a walking, living, breathing bag of red flags. I have nothing better to do with my life. I will say this. As somebody who does not like mental hospitals or, being Baker acted or even... I hate being told to get professional help and all that, but those people out there who do that shit, they need to be Baker acted. They need to go to a mental hospital because it's obvious that they don't have anything better to do with their time or any knowledge of anything better to do. I mean, they could go to the mall, they could go to the movies, they could go out to a buffet, go on a road trip, but they'd rather sit there and go out of their way to attack somebody, verbally attack somebody that they've never met before. It's just childish. It speaks so many volumes of how disturbed they are, how empty their life is. And I bet 9 times out of 10 you get one of those trolling messages or comments. You're getting it from a fucking virgin. They ain't got time to go sleep with somebody, and even if they did, nobody would want to sleep with their asses anyway. Too much of an asshole to go get fucked. So, if they want to detect anything. If YouTube wants to put AI technology out there, and they need to put it out there and feed something to the comments so that it can automatically detect negative comments. And as for I'm going to tell you how the world could be a better place. And it's simple. It's easy. A fucking child could do it. If everybody on earth was mindful of other people and realized they weren't the center of the universe, and if they treated others the way they wanted to be treated, they didn't lie to people, they didn't steal from people, they didn't cheat on people, there will be world peace. It's easy, simple. Don't lie, don't cheat, don't steal. Be respectful to everyone. If everybody on earth could do that, you realize how many problems will be solved. And it's so fucking easy to do. So why isn't it being done in today's society? That's part of the reason why I don't even go out of my apartment. It's a sad, sad world out there. I'd rather stay in here. That's another reason. That's why I don't have any friends either. Because it's so hard to find somebody who's honest, who's respectful, who would own up to a mistake if they made it. I just, people think I'm just an incredible person, but I am just a decent person. You don't know what somebody's going through. You don't know what mental disabilities they have. Think of, and I will say this to people who go out of their way to hate on people. Your life must be really, really pathetic. You must not have anything better to do with your time. And you must have all the time in the world to do stuff like that. And that is so pathetic that you need to do the world a favor. And I will say this as a former suicidal person, somebody who always would sit there and threaten that I was going to kill myself. And I wouldn't want that for anybody. At least anybody who's a decent human being. But if your life is that dull and that much of a void that you need to occupy your time by going and attacking people who you never even met, like their existence on the same plane of Earth has deeply wounded you, you either need to go get yourself professional help or kill yourself. And I say that as somebody who hates being told to get professional help, hates going to hospitals and doctor's appointments and getting medication, and somebody who used to be suicidal. I say this. You need to get professional help, get on some medication, or go kill yourself. Because a life like that is not a life worth living. Go out to the mall, go explore. Have a picnic. Go through a hike on a trail. Don't sit there and look for channels and pages of people that you know you hate just to sit there and verbally abuse them. That's like There are so many reasons why I'm not going live, but that's probably the biggest one. Because I get people like that.